Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab. Well, I do what I do for you. I got to piggyback off the lesson I had to stop. So this is a continuation of the lesson. We're in section 2. But before that, let's get the party started. You know how we do. Rightism. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. The message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in, receive them. We got a good thing going. You know how we do it. Let's rock. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking is a way of life, and it is a way of life. Through mental and spiritual discipline, daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. With the lessons that I provide daily, you can do just that. Tune in, put it into use, and that's what happens. You'll know yourself. That's my mission. That's what I got for you. Let's go. I asked the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in to me. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them from the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow that. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. I wrapped up yesterday before I had to leave. We're in the second level of the psycho-spiritual energy centers. And they call it psycho because it's a mental concept that you have to understand what's going on in your body. And these psycho energy centers are important to master and understand. Why? Because the body will function when you master all 7 of Ra's souls. Okay, to become complete. You got 7 heavens, 7 hells, 7 liberal arts, 7 days a week. 7 is the big number. So we had number 2. I'm going to take you through all 7 of them. Hopefully you can get the understanding. And if you're interested in this particular concept, do your due diligence. There's a whole lot of information about the chakras, kundalini. We know them as energy center, psycho, spiritual energy centers. They're all the same thing. But if you're into that, learn it. Let's go. Now, yesterday I finished up on, in this particular level, at level 2 of the Energy Consciousness Center, you have desires. And they include procreation, infatuation. I did this, fantasies, the fan relationships, and sensualities. These are things of the flesh. You desire flesh. You desire monetary things. It's okay. You're growing. Okay. We're only at the second level. The first level, you just worry about yourself. So you're starting to great. You see we're going with this? Follow along. Now, we're going to start with this level, the possible psychic dysfunction. What do that mean? That means it's a possibility that your thinking process is going to be pretty much in this area. Just like the horoscope. They can tell you what kind of person you are by the characteristics of that horoscope. You follow that, that's what you're going to be like. They're pretty much on point. So let's see what this says. Your dysfunctions, and dysfunctions are bad calculations, misunderstandings that you perpetrate. Your misfunctions are going to be frustration, disillusionment at what? At the discovery that what? Sexual feelings cannot always be pursued. It ain't always just about you getting your pleasures off. And also what? That when pursue your sexual pleasures, they are never, listen, totally quenched. If you're looking for pleasures of the flesh, they will never be satisfied. Once you reach that plateau, you're going to want more. That's the perversion. Now, if these feelings are properly coped with, the individual will what? You will accept the reality of sexual life, pursue others. You will, you will accept the realities of a sexual life and pursue other activities and balance in a balanced manner. Okay, get along with your life. It ain't all about just right. You meet one and get with them. Okay, so a balanced manner along with what the search for sexual fulfillment in the proper context. This process is known as what? Sublimation, self-control, self-discipline, whatever you want to call it. But you got to know when to hold and refrain yourself. That's control. Again, if the individual, if you're stuck here, where you can't get over your lower nature, watch this, then there will be what? A constant preoccupation with what? Sexual matters. Hooked on pornography. Just can't get enough. Come on, man. Sexual matters along with what? Feelings of what? Guilt. Fellas, when you cheat, soon as you had that orgasm, soon as you get your pleasures off, the first thing come to mind, uh-oh. Yeah, so that's the guilt they tell you about. And due to what? Repudiation from society, it's almost accepted to do bad things and pray for them later. The Indian animal symbol, every sign got a symbol. This symbol is what? The Makara. What the hell is a Makara? Good question. I had to look it up myself. It's a mythical creature, mythical crocodile type animal, representing what? The Ganges River, that's where he dwelt. And all of its energy, the power of sexual energy. We got Sobek, the crocodile god. He's just brute force. Yeah, he don't care. Okay. That's where that comes from. That attitude, that bravado, okay. So that's, okay, like Leos. All Leos think is all about them. It's in their zodiac sign. They can't help it. He was Leo. So I know. Alright. So the way to awaken, and just like the horoscope, the stars dictate what go down here, that's true. And those who study that stuff, they can read it to you and tell you about you, and you'll be amazed. Why? Because they study it. It's just what it is. You just experiencing it. They're studying it. When I talk to my spiritual advisor, my mother-in-law, everything I talk about in my stuff, she lived it. So she know what? She lived it. She didn't know what to call it, but she lived it. Now she know what it is. So that's what I'm saying. You can do something. Be a good person. You'll be blessed. You don't have to profess to be a Christian, Muslim, or Jew, just a good person. So that's the concept. Moving on. Now we got this situation where the way to awaken this energy center, to come mastery of it, what? You have to concentrate on it while what? While mentally or vocally chanting the sounds of this center. And the sound of this center, it all start with Om. Om, that's the chant, okay? Now, moving down. You see right here, this is what it looks like. At the second level, you still in the Ahmed zone. You ain't past him. You see he biting between the fourth and third ring on the chain. So the first three levels, you just getting started, okay? You haven't done nothing. You still could be done. If it comes Judgment Day, you will fail in life. And you have to be reincarnated. They don't care. It's a phase, and it's set up like that. So it's an ongoing cycle, okay? So let's go right this. Now you look at what it says, the second souls arrive. You got souls, Haru, which are the same nature, which is the self-same nature, excuse me. Since, what's this? They came from the same place where the Creator molded them, nor male or female are they. Why? Sex is a thing of bodies, not the souls. That's what I tell you. Ain't no 72 verses in heaven. No, it ain't happening. Somebody lied to you. Simple. So sex is for the physical body. Why? For reproduction purposes. Souls don't need that. Okay, so that's the concept. That's the ancient Egyptian proverbs from the teachers of Set to Haru. And now watch this. Now, sexual feelings at the second level is just running rampant. Watch this. Sexual feelings and sexual arousal come about through the what? You ready? The ignorance of the higher reality, aka self. The soul has no sex, but when it is identified with matter, physical form, time and space, physical nature, it what succumbs to the feelings of the individuality, aka, you know what that is? Ego identification with the I, with the self, and that's fine, but that's not enough. These feelings will delude the soul into what? Into believing that it is a physical, mortal being instead of what? A subtle, immortal, transcendental being. We're spiritual beings having a human experience, and we fall under the belief that we're just human beings. I'm trying to break that spell by giving you the information, enlightening you to yourself, and you'll wake up on your own. That's my goal. Now, in reality, what? The sexual energy is trying to what? Push the mind forward where? For higher experiences of the transcendental consciousness, meaning raise your conscious level. It's mental, it ain't physical. However, due to our ignorance of our higher purpose and self and the lack of proper guidance, we need more spiritual advisors, more preceptors, more sages, more whatever. We need more than why? Because get to the people. I only can touch so many. So more we got, the more people that can be touched. I'm just trying to help out. I'm just doing my part. So with proper guidance, watch this. Human beings fall prey to the philosophy of what? Modern culture, which what? Watch this. Which pushes people to become more sexual. What? Sex sells. I don't need to sell a 9-10-year-old kid on sex. But we know that a half-naked person, and I got a problem personally. I know I'm really getting old. I don't mind watching female athletes. But why they gotta be the stuff on their butt? Why they gotta be up their butt? Everybody ass is out. Come on, man. Y'all can't make better uniforms? Come on. That's just racist. That's sexist to me. But nobody seems to be following with that. Maybe it's just me. I'm tired of seeing everybody's asses. Maybe it's me. And all it does is you become more, they push you to become more sexual, more greedy, etc. You want more. That's what ego is. It just wants more. You can't satisfy greed. And these movements, what? Lead a human being, watch this, where? Away from the inner discovery of their higher self. Why? You too busy twerking and matting all this nonsense. Sorry, I'm getting a little agitated. But yeah, this is the real deal. That's why you need to know yourself. Why? These are things that you need to take stock in your personal self. When people live in ignorance, and we doing it right now, sorry, I'm pissed off right now, so I'm going to just let it go. When we live in ignorance, they settle for what? Ideas of mass culture that they do not realize that they have greater potential for every individual that they can possibly understand. If you don't step out the nonsense, you're caught up in the wash. Simple as that. In this state of what? In this state of ignorance, they're willingly become what? They willingly become what? In sexual relationships, mistaking these relationships for what? For love. I did the lesson, one night love affair. Been there, done that too. Come on, man. And what? They think they are doing well if they can what? Acquire possessions. Nice house, fancy car, good job, like their friends. Everybody trying to outdo the other one. I have no friends, so I'm not in competition. The prospect of life, watch this. The prospect of life centers around gaining, listen, material wealth and engaging in sexual situation entanglements, which will just bring what? Sensual pleasures. That's all you're going to get, or not. That's it. However, right thinkers, when these ramifications of these is in a form of what? Pain and sorrow. After the fun part, then come the pain and sorrow. Why? Due to what? The misunderstanding and the disappointments that come from what? Love ones or other relations come from they feel the pain of life and gain what? They all, again, they fall prey to what? To life's delusions of the mass culture. That's they call life. The rat race. Ain't no, we're not rats. Life in a race. It's a marathon. Long distance. Okay, over the long haul. The sages and the saints from time of immemorial have what? Have admonished those who have been wise enough to what? Listen that sensual pleasure are like chains that what? Bond a person to what? To the limited existence of being a human being. I'm only human. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I do dumb stuff. Yeah, you do. But you're more than human. Numb nuts. That's where you fall short at. The idea of thinking that you're only human. We are spiritual beings. However, here we go again. They also show what? By their own experience, that when sublimated, it can be the most powerful means of spiritual realization. Knowing thyself, come to grips and raise your consciousness. You can't get no better than that. No job can pay the money. No profession can take care of that. But watch this. This is why what? They enjoin what? Practice of celibacy. I ain't heard that word in a long time. Abstinence, celibacy, semen retention. They look at me like I'm crazy. Nah, I ain't gonna stop. You got to be crazy. Okay, moving on. And watch this. This is why they enjoy practice of celibacy and sex sublimation. Why? To assist the process of spiritual evolution, aka spiritual development. You're developing spiritually by doing certain things. I got to last to my desk. Gonna be the next title. Spiritual development. Okay, that's the next. I could put that title down. Got it. Got something for that. Moving on. Let me wrap this up right quick. Now, and what happens? Behold, these things shall be performed who? By one who is clean and is what? Ceremonial pure. A man, watch this, a man who have neither eaten meat nor fish and who have not had intercourse with a woman, and this also applies to a woman initiates who not having intercourse with a man. We don't deal in the same-sex situation, so it's always going to be a man with a woman and a woman with a man. Equal distribution. So, and this is from the book of Coming Forth. Wrapped it up. Sexual energy can be used, watch this, as a vehicle. Nobody told me that. Yeah, you ain't listening. Semen retention. It's the same semen that gives life. The person who stored it up, when he wastes it, he's taking away his life. See where it's going? So just a concept. I got a lesson on that too for you. But watch this. Sexual energy can be used as a vehicle, which can what? Carry the mind to transcendental levels of consciousness. Like a rocket carries the astronaut into outer space. Otherwise, what? The mind remains on the lower levels, again, in the danger zone, interested in what? In just hanging out, eager, and fleeting pleasures, just, getting high and getting my little groove on every now and then, doing what I gotta do. That's fine. But the fleeting pleasure, and even more frequently, watch this, you will face adversities of ordinary life because of your lifestyle. And watch this, you will use the energy as your vehicle to transport yourself back to what? The original primordial state of consciousness, which is the vast and all-encompassing and the beginning meditation for sinners. You have to have meditation in your spiritual development. Okay, that's a must. Okay, so watch this. We're going to wrap it up with this. The beginning of meditation. After chanting the sounds of the center, several minutes, getting the rhythm going, get the breathing going, sitting quietly, observing proper breathing techniques, and then you begin to relax the mind. But watch this. What happens? Gently search for those feelings within one's actions, thoughts, feelings in the past and present, or sexual feelings emerge. Do not be concerned if they seem to be wrong feelings. And the idea here is to allow them to surface. It's okay to have the thoughts, but you got to learn how to dismiss them thoughts. Watch this. A thought is just a passing bus. Unless you get on it, it don't have no purpose. Now, for the surface, so that what? they may be understood, and try not to allow them to what make you feel erotic when you're going to act on them. Perverted thoughts from the pedophile, whatever, until they actually put that thought in action, it's just a thought. Again, we put the thought to life. God put itself into creation. We caused that. Well, watch this. But try to be detached, looking at them as if a set of clothes you have worn or contemplating to wear. Meaning you ain't acting on it. You ain't putting it on yet. I get the concept. Hope you understand that. Now watch this. So you examine these feelings and you try to understand why you have them. Why do I like so-and-so? And if you're a man, why do I feel offended for another man? You're supposed to examine that yourself. Of course, with the psychiatrist, you go, they're going to ask you the same thing, so you might do it yourself. But you realize that what? That you have these feelings because you are in search of fulfillment. Again, but that's for the physical. You won't get nothing from a same-sex relationship. You can be friends, but I got them, not like that. But again, we are ignorant, so we do stuff that we think. But watch this. There has never been complete fulfillment in the world of objects or people in this world. Simple. Now see it. See if there is a place within you where you can what? Take those feelings, a quiet place which is free from what? Judgment, a place where there is unconditional what? Acceptance. You can't pick and choose who and what you want to accept. It's either all or none. Offer these feelings to that place as an offering of what? Of an altar. Make it sacred. Make it symbolic to you so that you can do something. Give them to what? Your higher self. They tell you let go and let God. If you are a believer and follower of God, that's what this is telling you. We knew that a long time ago. Watch this. But your higher self, why what? While asking for what? Communion. You only can do that through a meditative state of mind. Praying in communion. Now, in complete silence, again, what God tell you? Still yourself and know that I am. Silence, feel the warmth which comes over your entire being, the gentle flow of what? Peace and contentment. That's the liquor of Maya. As the conflicts, watch this, and the discordant feelings at this level are what? Are resolving themselves. You letting all that stuff go. Visualize them as the earth element and what? Dissolving what? Back into the next energy center with fire. That means you're going to put this behind you and raise up to the next level. You're only at the second level right now. Second, visualization. See it. They say when you're in prayer, pray, then act like you already got it. I get the concept. That's what visualization is. Visualization become conscious of what? Your sexual energies and desires at this center. See them as what? A flowing river. Visualize them as the Nile River. If you're Indian, the Ganges. Flowing on. Why? Become one with this energy. The Tao. Go with the flow. Like Bruce Lee say, be like water. Do not fight it. Okay? Let it go. Flow with the river as it travels. Like all rivers do. What? They flow toward what? The ocean. All rivers flow to the ocean and merge with it. Your lower self going to your higher self. You're the river, you go into the ocean with your higher self consciousness. That's the concept. Hope you understand it. Now wrap it up. See yourself as water traveling up the river of your spine, the serpent, toward what? The endless ocean of what? Primordial energy, which is they call the Akashic record, knowledge of all things, which is at where? The crown of your head. This primordial ocean is the same primordial ocean of what? Creation. It is the same energy that surges when there is sexual arousal. That's life-giving concept. Okay? That's the second level. You just learning how to deal with your sexual energies. That's what it's teaching you. You're getting better at living. I got more for you. That's just the second level. Number 3 coming up for you. I'll be back and imparting right thinkers. May you live to be 100. Be 100 minus a day. So I never know the right thinkers like you passed away. I'll be back.